before we get out of here, Brett, we have to talk about some UFC. Because on Saturday night, there's not one, not two, but three belts. Like I said at the top of the show, there's 3 championship belts up for grabs, including Amanda Nunes, who is defending the belt for the 7th time. She has won the belt and then fought 7 times defending the belt. Has not lost in 6.5 years. Is minus 1,300. But the woman that she is fighting is 4 inches taller and has a 3-inch reach on her. That's interesting. I don't know. I don't find the value on Nunes. She is the consensus, though. I think she's going to win.
Yeah, I mean, those are interesting metrics you brought up for Megan Anderson. It'll certainly be a fun fight to watch, Higgins. As I've mentioned on this podcast multiple times, I often find the women's fights more brutal, to be quite honest. Like, they really get after each other. It is something else. So I really enjoy women's UFC fighting. I think it's really entertaining, and this one should be a great one, like you said. And obviously, it's a title fight, so it's gonna be good.
Yeah, and that means 3 fights that potentially could go for 5 rounds. If someone doesn't tap or get knocked out or a ref stops the fight. But the odds that Amanda Nunes or Megan Anderson end the fight and it doesn't go to the judges' table, minus 550. If you think it's going to go to the judges' table, that's plus 350. That would be an amazing fight to see of a 5-round fight of those two that would go to the judges' table. The other 2 fights are the bantamweight class. That's Peter Yan, the belt holder, versus Aljamain Sterling, American versus the Russian. Peter Yan is absolutely a brawler. He is a striker. 5'7". The guy he's fighting, though, exact same height, reach exactly the same. Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. If it goes on the ground, maybe that leans him. That's why these books are minus 115 for Yan, minus 105 for Sterling right now. I can't really get a read on that one. And I really love the fight that this really card's named after, the Adesanya Blachowicz fight. Israel Adesanya going up to the light heavyweight for the very first time, and he's the favorite.
Good for him. I mean, that seems like an impressive leap to jump weight classes and be the favorite. So, maybe that's a reason to take whatever the other guy's name is at plus 185. I'm going to let you butcher it, not me.
Jan Blachowicz.
Wow, that's impressive. I would have been so far off, so thank God I didn't say it.
Yeah. So, interesting note about this fight between Blachowicz and Adesanya. The last time that each of these men fought was on the very same night. Adesanya's card, when he last defended his middleweight belt, was when Blachowicz won the heavyweight belt against Reyes. So, can Blachowicz defend the belt? I don't really think so. I mean, Adesanya is an absolute monster. He is 20-0, 15-0 knockouts. He can just read his opponents in that first round better than I've seen of most fighters. I'm not too intimidated by him jumping up his weight class because he is 6'4". So he was fighting down at middleweight, I think. He's bulking up to where his body probably naturally would like to fight at a little bit better, which is light heavyweight. A 6'4" guy at 205, a little bit easier to deal with, a little bit easier to make that weight, I would say. And him coming up, that means more power, that means more precision. That's terrifying to me. That's terrifying. Minus 250, that's not enough juice to scare me away from it. That is terrifying. Adesanya's going to win that fight, absolutely.